Chassidic gems on Parshas Chukas. It says in the Torah, "V'yikchu elecha pora aduma tamima." Take a red cow, a red heifer, tamima, perfect in redness. Shetahei, Rashi says, tamima ba'ad mimus. It should be perfect in redness. That if it had two black hairs in it, it became disqualified. Perfectly red. Asher ein bo mum. This here cow should have now no blemish in it. Asher loy olo oleha ol. And no yoke ever went on it. It never carried anything on it. That's the simple. The Chassidic Torah say, Tamima, that we have to serve Hashem with perfection. Tamima. Who has to serve Hashem with perfection? Everybody. Asher ein bo mum. Tzaddikim that have no faults, no blemishes, and so also those that are not such tzaddikim, and they didn't accept upon themselves yet the yoke of the kingdom of heaven, Oil Malchus Shemayim. Everybody has to strive to serve Hashem with perfection. Those that are perfect and those that are not yet perfect have to strive to serve Hashem with perfection. Continuing with Chassidic gems on Parshas Chukas. Same pasuk, Asher ein bo mum, that has no blemish. Asher lo olo oleha oil, that did not have on it any yoke. That's the simple. The Chassidic Torah is saying, if somebody thinks that he made it, Ein bo mum, I have no blemish, I'm the greatest, I made it. If a person has thoughts like that, then that person is loi ole oleha oil. He's far from having upon himself the yoke of the kingdom of heaven. He's far from it. Because there's no end. Nobody could ever say he made it, because the Torah is mayim she'ein lohem sof. The Torah is endless, the vast knowledge, and there's always room to grow and grow and grow and grow. So if anybody thinks that he has no mum, he has no blemish, he doesn't have kabbalas. He was not makabel, el malchus shemayim, properly. Continuing with Chassidic gems on Parshas Chukas, the pasuk says, "V'chol kli posuach," every open vessel that has no covering, tightly closed covering on it, is tamei, is unclean. If there's a tamei in the room, if there's a body in the room, this here earthenware vessel that we're talking about does not receive defilement through its exterior. It's only through its interior. So therefore, if it's not tightly closed, the defilement enters within it, and it becomes tamei, becomes impure, unclean. That's the simple. The Chassidic Torah is saying, what kind of a kli posuach, what kind of an open vessel are we talking about here? It's talking about the mouth of a person. If he says everything without any being critical of what he says anything he wants, he could never close it. he says wrong things, right things, he says not nice things. If this vessel, this mouth of his, is open, just saying anything he wants, blurting out whatever he wants, this is clear that he is a tamei person. He is an impure person, because one has to be able to control his mouth to be able to say only what the Torah wants him to say, no lashon hara, and no putting people down. So this vessel, this mouth that he has, if it's just open and free to say whatever he wants, that it's a proof that this person is a tamei person, is a person that's defiled. Continuing with Chassidic gems on Parshas Chukas, the pasuk says that the people were complaining that there was no water to drink. And Hashem told Moshe Rabbeinu, "V'dibartem el hasela." You should speak to the rock in front of everybody, and the rock will give forth its water. That's the simple. The question is, what did Hashem want to prove when he said, "V'dibartem el hasela," you should speak to the rock? Did Hashem want to prove something with it? The Chassidic Torah say, yes, Hashem wanted to prove that you see how powerful speech is. Speech can turn a hard rock, into loose water. Speech is powerful. Don't hurt anybody with speech. It's very powerful. Speech can kill. We're going to go and make a little sikum of everything. We learned that Hashem demands perfection from each one. From each member of Kol Yisrael, whether he's a tzaddik or whether he's not such a tzaddik, Hashem wants everybody to shoot for the stars and become perfect Eden. B'nai Torah, Talmidei Chachamim, Balei Midas, everybody. Even a person that's a tzaddik, or whether a person is not such a tzaddik. We all have to strive to do what Hashem wants. We also learned that somebody that thinks he's the greatest, he made it. He has a lot. He has far to go to get what a yid should be. There's no such thing as I made it. There's no such thing, because the Torah is too vast and too great. We have to strive and strive and strive, and be whatever we can. We also learned that a person must be able to control his mouth, his lips, his speech, because if a person cannot control it, it shows that his roots are not really good. You have to be able to control your speech. You can't say whatever you want. Similarly, the message of speaking to the stone was, look how far-reaching speech can be. It can take a hard rock and make liquid water out of it. Speech is very, very powerful. Don't hurt anybody. The Eibishter should help. We should be zeicha to all these hashkafas haTorah, and that chus will be zeicha to haramas karen haTorah will be as Geil Tzedek b'mheira v'yameinu. Amen.